Hey guys, what's up? What's good? What's happening? Welcome in. Welcome back. I feel like a bit of a boob. Somebody asked for the purple tarot when I asked you guys which decks you wanted me to use. I let you choose. And then 2 other people asked for the cat tarot. So I said I'd pull from both. I pulled from the cat tarot, but then I never pulled from the purple tarot. So we're going to pull from the purple tarot. Take what fits, leave what don't. Now there's a fucking airplane. You guys don't understand all the distractions. I'm actually under attack right now. You guys know how I'm not going to say anything in the channel yet. I'm going to wait for things to calm down. Never mind. I got to be the high priestess a little bit with you guys. With everybody. Don't feel bad. You should too. Actually, as a matter of fact. Take what fits, leave what don't. Don't have to be a Libra. Five of Pentacles. Something you're lacking. 2 of Swords. I feel like there's an unknown or a wild card coming in for you here. Something you don't see is coming in. You don't see it because you're not focused on it. You're focused on what you don't have, at least when it comes to this. So you don't even see what's coming in. You don't feel it because you're not in the vibration of feeling it. It's coming in anyways. It actually kind of feels like throw me a bone. Somebody's throwing you a bone here. Somebody's... It might not be what you're asking for that you're receiving, but it is something that's going to cheer you up. It is something that's going to help you. It is something... I want to say that leads you in the right direction. A bigger one, a better one, that one. Pirates of the Caribbean. So maybe you feel like something was taken from you. And that's why you don't have it. Thievery, robbery. I heard goal crushing. You had a goal and somebody's trying to crush your goal, crush your dream, your hopes, your faith. No. That'll never work. We've been through too much to question it now. Knight of Pentacles. There it is. Somebody's trying to stop you dead in your tracks. Or you are going to be stopped dead in your tracks when you receive this. This is in the foundation, so this might be coming to you, right? Coming to a theater near you. Should really grab my inhaler. What's in the recent past? Oh, Virgo energy. Yeah, but you know what? Hold on a minute. What if, because the Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving in the deck, but what if he's just sitting here staring at this pentacle because he's paying very close attention to it? Think of Virgo energy. They're the analyzers. They really sit and think shit through before they decide what to do. And that's why they're so confident in their decisions. And a lot of other people ask them, you know, like, how do you move the way you do? And for their advice and tips and tricks, and it's always the same thing, but nobody listens. So Virgo just stopped explaining it. You really just take the time to look at it. And from different angles too. And I'm getting that's what you're doing. You're sitting back and you're just gaining all the perspective you could possibly gain from this. It kind of accents Aquarius energy as well. We are in Virgo season. 9 of Cups in the recent past. For some of you, very specifically, alcohol. or a pregnancy / birth. Something that I'm hearing something that was in its beginning stages, something that you wished for. It's like you had a taste of it in the recent past. You had a taste of something that you wanted, but now you don't have it. No wonder you're sitting here thinking, what the fuck happened? That is a lot to take in. For some of you guys, all I need to say, it's not going to be free forever. You and I both know that, so. And in more ways than one. Please get help. If that didn't make sense to you, be grateful. For those of you where I'm not talking to you, I'm talking about someone you know and you're worried about them relapsing. Keep an eye on them. Keep a close eye on them. You don't want to get that call. Keep an eye on them. I was just about to say, what's crowning? The Fool. Yeah, it's like you're trying to avoid a catastrophe. The World. Sorry, I have a lot of hair. It's heavy and my neck is kind of... I think I slept wrong a little, just a little bit. Not like too bad. But the World card. That's wild to me. The Fool is the very first major arcana. The World card is the last. And you have them both. From start to finish. Oh my gosh, you're replaying something in your mind. From start to finish. It's like a movie. You got to sit down with your popcorn and really analyze it. And every time you watch it, you catch something that you didn't catch before. Or maybe this is looking at something as an adult versus how you would have looked at it or felt about it as a child. It's like you're in a different position. You're looking at it from a different angle. Again with the angles. What's in the near future? Please and thank you. We have Aries, Taurus, Scorpio, Aquarius, Leo, and Virgo so far. It's a weird chunk of signs. It's fixed energy, though. Your mind is fixed. It's not always a bad thing. Let's find out. 3 of Wands and Page of Cups. Oh, wow. That's so funny. So in the near future is in the near future. That always gets me when I see the 3 of Wands, like in the near future. Page of Cups. There's an offer or like a decision. It's kind of like when a man or a woman has absolutely had enough of being treated like shit in a relationship, and they're like, they got 3 weeks to get it together or I'm out. 3 weeks. That's all I have left in me is 3 weeks. Maybe you actually make it that 3 weeks. Maybe you don't. But like when you've got it in your head, you know, one more of pulling this business here out the window. You and all your stuff can go out the window. I gotta love me more than that. You know, I gotta respect myself more than that, or I gotta watch over these children. Page. I'm hearing that you might be very calculated about your next few moves. Not strategic, but strategic. I don't think you've ever played checkers in your fucking life. You've never really enjoyed that. Chess, though. Yeah. I feel like you're somebody that also likes puzzles and reading and music. You might even put your music on shuffle. Like it's the same songs, but you want to hear them in a different set, in a different order. So as much as there's fixed energy here, you're actually more of a free bird. A free thinker? You question everything. That's why you're going over something. Dotting your I's, you're crossing your T's, and doing something with your J's. Everybody seems to forget that. 7 of Cups and the 4 of Wands. Yeah, your fear, worry, concern is that there's still unknown factors within the foundation that you're building. Oh, here's that bird. Here's the birds again. Oh, boy. It's been quiet all day. Anyways, oh no. Yeah. 7 of Cups, 4 of Wands. You're so worried. That's the problem. You're so worried that there's something you don't know, that you're actually manifesting some unknown thing. It could be information. It could be a conversation you were not expecting. It could be, or just news that was unexpected. I'm not saying it's good or bad, because it could really be either way. But there is something that you're like, it's like when you can feel an energy, you can feel that something's coming, something's on its way, but you don't know what. Whether you're feeling good about it or not so good about it might be how this 2 of Swords comes in for you. The King of Cups. And he literally landed on my lap, like on my leg. So the universe is viewing you as very open, very vulnerable, but in a respectful way. Ooh, I love that. Like when you say just enough, but not too much. And you're not poking anybody's feelings or making fun or, you know. Nobody's, everybody's having a good time here. Everybody's feeling loved. Everybody's feeling supported. That's the kind of presence you're bringing when you enter a room. It's very, tell me about your good news today. Tell me something good. Give us the good news. And it's not like you're, you know, you called or you were texting like, oh, I got some awesome news to tell you. You didn't do none of that. They want you to stay positive. It helps them stay positive. And now everybody gets to stay positive. And I'm so confused on what it is that you're lacking right now, that you don't have right now. Or maybe it's just been a recent loss. Maybe it was a loved one. And they communicate with you a lot sooner than you realize. If somebody's sick and they're kind of in and out, they're already able to like come and visit you and send messages and stuff. They don't even have to be crossed over before they can start doing things. Just so you know. And I know that from personal experience. More than once. Ace of Wands. Nine of Wands. Yeah, you're doing something about the hurt, about the wounding. You're still, it makes me feel like transmutation, especially with being wands and fire energy, and how fire can literally transmute, can literally change something so friggin' drastically. It is wild. The power of fire energy, the strength and all that. But it's like you have this, you're taking this wounding and this hurt and this pain, and you're turning it into a fire within you. Like if you see somebody getting bullied and picked on and it just rubs you the wrong way, and you stand up for that person and you like with your whole chest, even though you don't know them, right? But somebody is really acting immoral out here and needs to be called out for it. Like somebody needs to say something. This is the person that says, I know how to say something. Let me do this. And they're doing it from more of a respectful place, not a, I'm going to bully you because you bullied them. No, that's not what I'm talking about here. But this is that transmutation, taking something negative and giving yourself what you need to overcome it. Like, I'm hearing that song, All Dogs Go to Heaven, Charlie, you can't keep a good dog down. Because you can't. You really can't keep a good person down. A happy person down. You can try to distract them. You can try to tell them or make them feel like they don't have. You can take their things away from them. But they still have everything they need to be who they are. You know why? Because they're not fucking faking. Sorry. A little bit. Six of Pentacles. Somebody's gonna get a return. 5 Pentacles were taken, but 6 Pentacles are being received. The Hanged Man, more Pisces. We had Cancer with the King of Cups. That's it. This is that different perspective that I was talking about with this Knight. The High Priestess. And the Devil. See, the High Priestess knows when she can sense danger, knows when to avoid something, knows when to, she knows. She's been through hell. She's been there. She's seen the devil. She's gone toe to toe. She knows death too. You know? She's the High Priestess. From start to finish. I really feel like you fully integrated your shadow to the point where there's light in it. When you go dark, you know you are the light. When you are sitting in your shadow, you are fully aware you can still only half be that shadow. Darkness down here, but light up here. Like there's this freaking balance that we have been trying. Notice how she's got her white and her black pillars behind her. We've talked about that. 11, that's why Roman numeral 2, it's a doorway. And she knows how to access these doorways. She knows how to open these portals. She knows how to make the changes necessary. She knows how to break through. She knows how to get through. Because she's been through it herself. And she's open-minded enough to actually hear other people out when they share their stories. For better or for worse. She knows it's not her job to judge. That's somebody else. She's just here to observe. She's just here to take notes. She's not even here to help. But wow, does she do it. Without even trying half the time. All the High Priestess really got to do now at this point, because she's made it to the High Priestess, is exist. Just exist. Maintain the balance. Maintain the structure. This is someone who has exorcised demons out of themselves and others. This is someone who can see the darkness in somebody, but not judge them for it. Instead of being scared of it, they try to help heal this person, knowing that it could be leading to some kind of spiritual warfare. And it does sometimes. It does. If you've ever been attacked, you motherfucking know. Helping people is not for the weak. You gotta be brave. Brave enough to stand up to the real bully. Even if they didn't come hitting your buttons. You know what's right and you know what's wrong. And sometimes you're the one that has to speak on that. Other times you're the one that keeps it to yourself. There's something here you are keeping to yourself. Until the time is right. Knight of Pentacles. What's he waiting for? The opportune moment. You read the definition of the Knight of Pentacles in any deck. And it'll tell you that. What's he waiting for? The opportune moment. He's waiting for the right time. Ace of Cups. I feel like this is attached to the Page of Cups and the King of Cups. In the next 3 weeks, there's going to be an expansion. The heart chakra is growing. That's why you're shifting your perspective even more. That's what's allowing more, more integration. It's not necessarily that the heart chakra is growing. It's just that there's more balance within your heart chakra, so it's in a healthier condition. I feel like I needed to rephrase that so it was actually a correct statement. I'm curious to see what some of these other decks have to say about what's going on here. As much as I don't want to pull from this deck, Revealing the Truth Oracle, I do feel like I need to, and I don't know why I'm fighting it. Yeah, somebody took something from you, but in hindsight, it's making you stronger. And really, they didn't take anything from you. They actually gave you something. Something that they don't even realize they gave you. For some of you, you could be putting someone away, as in you have evidence that could like criminally affect somebody. But I feel like this person has a history of getting in trouble with the law. And you know start to finish, you know the whole script at this point. Or you're just used to something, you know to avoid something here. It's not your loss, though. It's protection is what it is. Get the fuck out. As I'm talking about, you have evidence. Data, backup, digital. In regards to electronics. Phone, laptop. I'm getting emails, photos, screenshots, documents, public. Loss of control. Yeah, somebody was acting really reckless here. They tried to derail you. Or maybe they tried to make things move really, really fast so that you weren't really fully aware of what was going on as it was going on. But you caught that. Notice how he's holding it, right? You know how to slow it down, how to replay it. Rewind that for me. You're catching something. Somebody really thought that they got lazy and they thought that they were going to get away with something, but they didn't cover their tracks as good as they thought they did. Noisy sound, information overload, social media out of control. There's that public social media. I didn't get social media, but perhaps, sure. Yeah, but you can't trust everything that you see on social media. People can be so very, very different when the camera's not rolling, you know? Somebody's reckless over here. So what did you actually lose in that situation? You were being protected from something. Maybe you didn't know this. Maybe this is the loss. I mean, maybe it's not a loss. Maybe it's because the Five of Pentacles is something you don't have. Maybe what you don't have is all the knowledge, but your shadow is bringing you the knowledge. So it's almost like even your shadow is like, hey, I thought we worked through this. You've got me, your shadow, interacting with someone else's shadow. And if your shadow is embarrassed to share a space with that weak-ass little... Yeah, your shadow will drag some truth out of that weak-ass little and give it to you. And I feel like that's what's happening here. Like, this intuitive nudge is actually coming from specifically your shadow, not just your higher self, but your shadow too, both of them. That's why there's this all-knowing, the High Priestess, all-knowing. Every part of you knows there's something going on. You go looking for it, you're gonna find it. That's what this is. Mirror. You're gonna find it. Reflection, reference, distinguish, and appearance. Yeah, appearance. But take off the makeup and see what's underneath. See who can be real. It's wild. Somebody's trying to cast this image of you or cast some bullshit story to you, but you're rejecting it because you know something ain't right here. Yeah, divine intervention, serendipity, catalyst, and karma. Oh, they would get karma for that, wouldn't they? I feel like it's immediate, man. They're going to suffer some endings. They might even go through some mental anguish. Oh, shit. We have nothingness. It says death, meaningless, erasure, and forgetfulness. That empty space that somebody tried to put on you or mirror onto another, they didn't realize who they were sharing that space with. They didn't realize who was in the room with them. And that somebody that was in the room with them was you willing to speak back and say, no, we will not be doing that. I'm also getting just a little bit of a warning, like make sure you don't lose control. Make sure you're not going to do anything that you would later regret. Because you and I know what you put out there comes back to you. But you're receiving whatever was taken from you. You're receiving it back and then some. Almost as like compensation. We're so sorry for our mess up. Please enjoy this, da 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 da. Or please accept this as our apology to you personally. For some of you, this is monetary, but for others of you, I'm getting that like it directly impacts your ability to feel stable. It's almost like somebody tried to shake you, but you're a little too solid to be shook like that. Also, next year is a horse year for the Chinese zodiac, so that could be here for a reason. We also have snake year with the snake. Yeah. All right, I'm going to leave this right here. Take what fits, leave what don't. I love you guys. I'll see you in the next one. Until then, stay beautiful.